Hey YouTube, Shulka04 here. Welcome to another segment of how somebody ruined something. And in today's segment, we're going to talk about how George Bush Sr. ruined the world. Okay, let's get in our Wayback Machines and go back to the early 90s. And this is a time period when Iraq, under Saddam Hussein, went into Kuwait. The American response, as we all know, at that time was Operation Desert Storm. What wound up happening was tens of thousands of troops and armament went in and pushed the Iraqis back on to their side of the border. This was a mistake. We never needed to do this, and here's why. Let's face it. All those people in that area are looking to do basically is ride around on their camels and sell us oil. It doesn't matter whether we bought the oil from Saddam Hussein or from the guy who lives across the street from him or from the maid who cleans their houses. Regardless of the vendor, we would still buy their oil. Whether they were mean people, like Gaddafi was in Libya, or like Hussein was in Iraq, they still want to sell us their oil, and we still want to buy their oil. So the idea of going in to that region to stabilize it with the idea that we are stabilizing the oil supply is a fallacy. In reality, what should have happened was the American government should have turned around and said to the Saudis in the area, this is a problem in your region that we think would be more appropriately handled by you locally. Your feet on the ground, your planes in the air. If you have a problem, call us. We'll either advise you or we'll be there to back you up. That would have kept all of the fighting and the turmoil localized and wouldn't have involved Americans in that area. Ultimately, what happened, though, by destabilizing that area, by kicking Hussein eventually out, we created the situation where we allowed organizations like ISIS and Al Qaeda to come to fruition. If we never had if we had never engaged in Operation Desert Storm, I don't think we'd be in the world of hurt that we're in today. If you have any questions, feel free to comment, leave questions, leave comments, subscribe. This is hopefully a controversial subject that people will want to discuss. Shulka04 out.